While winning a belt in any major MMA organization is a dream for many fighters, winning more than one is something special. But to become a world champion in 2 different weight divisions, well, that is truly legendary. And it's these combat standouts that are our inspiration as we take a look at some of the ultimate double champs in MMA history. Kicking us off is Aung La Nsang. After making his MMA debut in 2005, he would go on to become a major star in his native Myanmar after signing with 1 championship. It wasn't long before he built a reputation for his impressive gas tank and heavy hands. In 2017, he became his nation's first ever world champion in any mainstream sport, beating Vitaly Bigdash at 1 championship Quest for Power to win the middleweight world title. A year later, he would win the 1 light heavyweight world championship, becoming only the 2nd fighter to win 1 championship titles in 2 divisions. And the man to do it first was Martin Nguyen. Born and raised in Sydney, Australia to Vietnamese parents, the man nicknamed the Situ-Asian took up mixed martial arts at the late age of 21. But within a few short years, he turned pro before finally signing with 1 championship in 2014. Eight stunning finishes later, Nguyen stood as the first ever 2-division title holder in 1 championship history, having knocked out both Marat Gafarov and Edward Falaying to become the organization's double champ. In fact, he almost became their first ever triple champ, but lost a split decision to bantamweight champ Bibiano Fernandez. Canadian Georges St-Pierre is a 2-time welterweight champion with wins over Matt Hughes and Matt Serra. Nicknamed Rush, his 2nd title reign lasted more than 5 years and included 9 title defenses before he retired as champ. St-Pierre came out of retirement 4 years later and claimed the middleweight title with a win over Michael Bisping in 2017. But he vacated the belt 1 month later, citing medical issues. At UFC 200, Amanda Nunes announced herself with a first-round stoppage of Miesha Tate to take the women's bantamweight title. She defended it 3 times before stepping up to featherweight. Nunes knocked out Chris Cyborg 51 seconds into the first round at UFC 232, ending the featherweight champion's 13-year unbeaten run in violent and spectacular fashion. Henry Cejudo started his multiple championship campaign when he ended Demetrius Johnson's 6-year reign as king of the flyweights with a split decision victory at UFC 227. In a back-and-forth affair, Cejudo beat Marlon Moraes for the vacant bantamweight title at UFC 238. Many will remember Daniel Cormier for his thrilling feud with John Jones. But the man known as DC should be remembered for holding belts in 2 weight divisions, which are home to the giants of MMA. DC claimed the vacant light heavyweight strap with a 3rd-round submission of Anthony Johnson at UFC 187 in 2015. The win came after Jones had been stripped of the belt, having tested positive for cocaine. Late in the first round at UFC 226, Cormier stopped Stipe Miocic to make UFC history, becoming the 2nd fighter in the UFC to hold titles in multiple weight classes at the same time. And the man to do it first was Conor McGregor. He He started off by knocking out longtime champion Jose Aldo in 13 seconds to capture the featherweight crown. Then a 2-round clinic was put on against Eddie Alvarez to grab the lightweight title. History was made, and the term Champ was born. So let's leave the notorious one to have the last word.
I've spent a lot of time, Joe, slaying everybody in the company. Backstage, I'm starting fights off everybody. I've ridiculed everyone on the roster. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
Thanks for watching. And remember, if you want more fight sports in your life, just hit the subscribe button.